Alright, real quick here today guys. I just wanted to show you a real classic, basic setup for catching bluegills with worms, leeches, or even pieces of crawlers. And what I'm talking about here is a bobber setup. This basic bobber setup has probably caught more fish than any other bobber setup in the history of the world, okay? And all I'm talking about here is a nice light wire hook. I like to use like an Aberdeen hook, probably sizes anywhere from 4 to 6. When I'm fishing for bluegills, I do like to use a hook that has a little bit longer shank as opposed to some of these shorter shanked hooks that you can get. You can insert your Michael Scott quote wherever you want. Having that longer shaft makes the hook a little bit more accessible when you're getting it out of a bluegill's mouth. Bluegill have some pretty small mouths. And then from there, maybe 10-12 inches, and I'll pinch some split shot sinkers on. And then from there, we go over to the bobber. And this particular bobber is just one of these spring-loaded clip-on bobbers, real basic bobber, goes on nice and easy. If you match the amount of split shot that you put on the line with the buoyancy of the bobber, you can really make this setup so it doesn't take a whole lot of pressure to pull it down and let you know you're getting a bite. And of course, the placement of the bobber largely depends on where you're fishing and what depth you feel the fish are going to be at. On this setup, I'm using monofilament line. 4 to 8 pound test works real well. I've got it set up on a pretty classic spinning reel setup too. Alright, this rod, it's a pretty old rod. I made this rod when I was in 5th grade. Alright, the instructor of the class, I know he watches some of my videos, so here you go. This is the rod I made in your class all those years ago. And I've got it coupled up with a pretty old Mitchell 300 spinning reel. And another tip, if you're kind of new to bluegill fishing, is when you're trying to take them off the hook, be careful. They may try to pee on you, or they may try to pee on your fishing buddy. This basic, classic, simple bobber setup will catch you an awful lot of fish. And not just bluegills, you'll catch bass, pike, walleye on a setup similar to this. So, like I said, if you're kind of new to fishing, you're thinking about getting into it, keep it simple, keep it basic, and oftentimes that will catch you an awful lot of fish. And also guys, if you want to check out a lot more useful fishing information, or you just want to check out some of the fishing adventures that my crew and I go on, be sure to give the entire channel a visit. And also remember to hunt fish, laugh, repeat. Thanks for watching, and God bless.